You're listening to BambinoBabble's story. Once upon a time, in a lush meadow nestled between rolling hills, there lived a group of hares. These hares were known for their boundless energy and love for racing each other across the meadow. They were swift and agile, and they often boasted about their speed. The meadow was bordered by a serene pond inhabited by a community of frogs. These frogs were known for their wisdom and peaceful ways. They spent their days basking in the sun and singing songs that echoed through the meadow. One sunny morning, as the hares were preparing for a race, a curious young hare named Harold approached the pond. He saw the frogs sitting by the water's edge, their eyes filled with serenity, and their bodies bathed in the warm sunlight. Harold, intrigued by the calmness of the frogs, decided to strike up a conversation. "Hello, wise frogs," he greeted them. "We hares are known for our incredible speed. Have you ever seen a creature as swift as us?" The frogs exchanged amused glances but replied kindly, "Greetings, young hare. We've heard of your swiftness and agility, but we believe there is more to life than just speed." Harold, a bit puzzled, inquired, "What do you mean, wise frogs?" One of the elder frogs, a frog named Felix, began to explain. "You see, dear hare, speed is indeed a remarkable quality, but it's not the only quality that matters. Each creature in this meadow possesses unique strengths, and we frogs have our own gifts. We find contentment in the simple joys of life, like the warmth of the sun and the beauty of our pond." Harold considered Felix's words and asked, "Do you think there's more to life than racing and being the fastest?" Felix nodded and replied, "Life is a journey, and it's essential to savor every moment, rather than rushing through it. Sometimes, it's the steady pace that allows us to appreciate the wonders around us." The other frogs joined in, sharing their wisdom with Harold. They spoke of the tranquility of the pond, the joy of a melodious song, and the peace that came from being in harmony with nature. Harold listened intently, realizing that there was indeed more to life than speed. He thanked the frogs for their wisdom and returned to his fellow hares, eager to share what he had learned. As the hares prepared for their race, Harold encouraged them to appreciate the journey as much as the destination. He told them about the tranquility of the pond, the joy of a melodious song, and the peace that came from being in harmony with nature. The hares, inspired by Harold's newfound wisdom, decided to run the race with a different mindset. Instead of rushing to be the fastest, they raced to enjoy the beauty of the meadow, the warmth of the sun, and the camaraderie of their fellow hares. And so, in that serene meadow, the hares and frogs learned from each other. The hares discovered the value of slowing down and savoring life's simple pleasures, while the frogs appreciated the excitement and enthusiasm of the hares. From that day forward, the meadow echoed not only with the songs of the frogs but also with the laughter and joy of the hares, who had found a newfound appreciation for the journey of life.